Well, my dear friends, the time has come. We got a trailer for The Bad Batch Season 3. They also gave us a release date with a 3-episode premiere on February the 21st. They gave us episode titles on the website, which we're gonna get to in just a moment. Right off the bat, the action insane as always. Some massive cameos, Fennec Shand, Cad Bane, Emperor Palpatine, his royal guards, and lots of Mount Tantiss. We see a glimpse of Omega's daily life in prison on Wayland. She comes across a disheveled, exhausted Crosshair and other clones who are part of Palpatine's experiments. We see a shot of Palpatine akin to the Thrawn on Dathomir shot with the catacombs. Of course, they're different and take place in different time periods, but this is absolutely crucial and might have implications for later in the timeline as well, because Palpatine is throwing so much at secret experimentation. He literally tells Dr. Hemlock, whatever you need, whatever resources, to secure and preserve the future of this empire. Could we see the origins of his own cloning, his contingency, that will later lead to Snoke, Exegol and so on? Season 3 is promising to show us some of the most secretive and concealed dark side secrets of the Emperor. In the expanded universe, his experimentation got really dark. Another major component of this trailer is Captain Rex's last-ditch effort to save as many clones as possible. He literally says, "I thought the end of the war would mean an end to losing more of our brothers, but I was wrong." We know that Wolf is back in this season, and Gregor, and they're all going to survive the events of Season 3. The same cannot be said for the likes of Echo and some of the others who are around as we go into this one last fight, which is what Season 3 is being marketed as. So we know there's going to be a lot of pain, a lot of emotion, and probably a lot of loss. Now there is one character return everyone is talking about, and I promise you, we will return to that in just a moment. But there is one frame a few fans have pointed out. We see Crosshair's rifle in the corner of one shot when the Bad Batch is fighting. I don't think this means he's going to defect in time to fight with his brothers, but I do suspect the end of the season is building to a big clone rebellion on Mount Tantiss against the Empire, against the scientist Emery Carr, who did say she was Omega's sister. We can't wait for a follow-up on that as well, and it's going to be huge, and in that I think we're going to witness a lot of loss. Hunter says Omega's been waiting for us for a long time, and we see her looking out her prison cell, so evidently some time has passed. The remaining members of Clone Force 99 have been searching the entire galaxy, but what's really interesting is that there's been a shift in politics as well. The Empire has progressed in so many more of its other programs, so the landscape isn't exactly the same as in Season 2. I think the stakes have been raised, and it'll be interesting to see the inner workings of a planet that's been so popular since the 90s, since the Expanded Universe and the Zahn trilogy. I've said this before, but I do want to reiterate, by the time of The Mandalorian and the New Republic, I think factions of the Remnant after Palpatine's death had taken over control of Mount Tantiss, something which Thrawn, after his return from Peridea, might take over. There could be a connection there. I've been saying this for years. So I think they're setting up some of these events now, some of the Emperor's other projects, which are still relevant 20-30 years down the line. We also see Crosshair donning some new armor, a new helmet, and we have heard a rumor that he is being experimented on as the prototype first Dark Trooper. Who knows what else their DNA is being used for, especially Omega. We do see a flashback to Tech's death, and while some fans believe he might still be alive, they're probably going to address this, but I do hope for the sake of the story, his death is conclusive. We don't need more resurrections, the stakes need to remain high. We have Nala Se, Fija Noah, and now the biggest cameo, the one everyone is talking about, the return of Asajj Ventress, with the same hairstyle and yellow lightsaber that she had in the book Dark Disciple, which is canon. Now fans want to know, was that book retconned because Asajj is now alive? She fell in love with Quinlan Vos, who is another Order 66 survivor. Vos defeated Count Dooku, but refused to give in to the dark side. Asajj, trying to defend him, was mortally wounded and died in Quinlan's arms. But now we're further on in the timeline, and lo and behold, Asajj is alive, so what's going on? Well, StarWars.com have spoken about this on their website in a new article, and they say, "We don't want to spoil anything, but want fans to know that any new storytelling with Ventress is going to align with the events of Star Wars Dark Disciple." So I suppose she didn't die. I can't see this as anything but a retcon, but I suppose they're gonna lean into the excuse it was left open-ended, and now she's back. And so, what side is she on? What is her purpose in this story? Now that we're in the age of the Empire, how long is she gonna survive? Well, the website says this. The trailer ends with the shocking appearance of fan favourite Sith apprentice turned free agent Asajj Ventress. So she might be a mercenary at this time, working for a crime syndicate, or herself, wanting revenge over the Empire. And in case you're wondering, how did she get this yellow lightsaber? It's addressed in the book. Asajj Ventress acquired a yellow lightsaber after she was betrayed by Count Dooku. She acquired her new lightsaber on the black market sometime after Padawan Barriss Offee stole the lightsabers Ventress had used beforehand. I can't wait to see how she plays into this. I'm so excited that she's back. I think them acknowledging Dark Disciple does mean we are going to see more Quinlan, which is something fans have wanted to see since it was confirmed he did survive in the Kenobi show 2 years ago, part of the Underground Hidden Path. So they also gave us the episode titles and release schedule. So February 21st, we have 3 episodes, episodes 1, 2 and 3. The first one is called Confined. I imagine that's going to be Omega in prison on Mount Tantiss. The second episode is Paths Unknown, and the third is Shadows of Tantiss. Pretty self-explanatory. I can imagine that being a 3-part arc. February 28th we have episode 4, A Different Approach. I'm loving these titles. The next one is episode 5 on March 6th, The Return. An episode title which is the same as one used in season 3 of Mando. March 13th, episode 6 and 7, so we have a double one. In week 4, Infiltration and Extraction. March 20th, episode 8, Bad Territory. March 27th, episode 9, The Harbinger. And then on April 3rd, another double episode, Identity Crisis and Point of No Return. These sound as though they're going to be quite dark, especially Point of No Return. In the teaser trailer shown at Celebration, which is a bit different to this one, we did hear Crosshair exhausted after some kind of surgery operation, some kind of change to his personality. He said, I am not them. It's like a part of him was crying out to hold on to his original identity. I do think they're setting him up to be the savior of Omega's destiny. I think he's going to sacrifice himself so she can escape. Then we have on April 10th, which is my birthday, so hopefully that's a good episode, episode 12 Juggernaut. A week later, episode 13 Into the Breach, and then we have the penultimate episode Flash Strike, and May the 1st, so 3 days before Star Wars Day, episode 15 The Cavalry Has Arrived. I truly believe that episode is going to be the big fight on Tantiss. The Cavalry Has Arrived is going to be Hunter, Echo, Wrecker, Rex, Gregor, Fireball, Nemec, all of them on Mount Tantiss, ready to break Omega out, no matter what. Hunter in this trailer was very sad and he was saying, Omega's waiting for us, we need to go get her. I'm so hyped for this, guys. I really cannot wait to break down every single episode. Star Wars is back next month. This time next month, February the 21st, 3 episodes. I will be breaking down some more individual aspects of this trailer over the next few days, but we needed to talk about Ventress and the schedule for what's to come. Super exciting stuff. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, guys, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you, always.